Welcome guys to the 12-12 AD World Championships. This is my first match, the round of 16 in the America-Oceania bracket. We are playing against Chicken Wolf. He is playing as the Kingdom of Hungary. That's my opponent Wolf, and that's his army. And on the other side of the field is my army. I am playing as the Duchy of Lesser Poland here, guys. So let's take a quick look at the army compositions as these armies move towards each other. We'll start with my opponent. This is a high era battle. There's no 15th century units allowed on the field, meaning the best armor you'll see is 14th century armor. There's also 13th century armored units on the field, which will be some of the lighter armored units. So we'll start with his missiles here. 14th century crossbows, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are Pavi's crossbowmen, or heavy crossbow infantry of the 14th century. These are some of the heavier armored units you're going to see for Hungary. I mean, for on the field in this tournament, as far as missiles go. His generals over here, the King's Bodyguard. This is the King of Hungary. We see him here with his crown, sword, shield. Gorgeous looking unit, and these are the guards of the King. We have some cavalry here assisting him on the flank, the Blastella, heavy shock cavalry. Behind them, some militia spears. More cavalry here, another 2 units of these Blastella, and as you can see there, double silver chevron, or experience points added, both to them and to the King and his guards. We talked about the spear units, so let's see this one here. Militia spears there, light spear infantry here, but still wearing 14th century light armor. Second unit of those here. He does have 14th century armored heavy Pavi spearmen. Here we go with better shields, better armor. Huge shields there. He's got 2 of those. Behind them he has what looks like 6 units of swordsmen wearing 14th century armor, the Hungarian swords. Here we see them. Solid unit. And all of them with the experience points added, all of these units. In the very back, except the militia spears, in the very back he does have Saxon halberds. They are light polearm infantry, but they do have 14th century light armor. Or with the, in terms of the nice helms, they have not too much body armor and no shield, since they do have a 2-handed polearm as their weapon. That would be Wolf's army. Let's go to my army. I am knight, and we have 13th century archers here. So lighter missiles than he has, as we can see, very open on the face and the neck area, legs, etc. 4 units of these archers wearing 13th century armor lined up against those 14th century heavy Pavi's crossbows from Hungary. The second row here we have Pavi's spears from Poland. And here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. They do have 1 single experience point. The archers have none. And in the third row, the Polish infantry, the sergeants. Here we see the Polish sergeants, some of them with swords, sword in hand, some of them with war hammers or maces. 4 units. On the side here we have the Polish knights. Here is the captain of this unit. Very heavily armored knights, very cool looking men. Clap visor here, spalders. Really like some of these units and how they look. This is the King's Bodyguard. Here is the King of Poland. Sword, crown, shield, and crest, and he has the feathers going. And here is his King's Guard, the knights of his King's Guard. Poland, very heavily armored knights. And we're moving closer, guys. We're almost done the army compositions. We have 2 more cavalry units to see here. Polish knights, the 2nd unit here, and this unit, which is the Great Banner of Krakow. Here's the banner. Here is the captain of this unit. Absolutely fantastically heavily armored knights here for the Great Banner of Krakow. And in the final row, we have the Volgers here for Poland, wearing 14th century armor. They are medium polearms, slightly more heavily armored than my opponents. And some heavy axemen here, guys. This is the shock infantry of Poland. This is the only unit I would say is not historical in Poland. They really need to replace this with some dismounted Polish knights. Maybe eventually they'll get around to it, because this unit is not historical. And the dismounted Polish Knights definitely are. Anyway, that leaves us with the army composition. The battle is now just starting as we have fired the first volley. Now the archers have better range than the crossbows, so they've taken some punishment and are continuing to take punishment, and they can't fire back yet because they're not in range. Very heavily armored though, they have taken 0 deaths. But as he moves up his infantry, some juicier targets present themselves, namely this polearm unit here. And as we fire away, some of these arrows start hitting the polearms, and we see some little blood splashes here popping up. And here we go, the first kill of the battle. Saxon militia. So he's going to try to move these crossbows up into firing range here, as I have scored the first kill, first blood here, guys. I continue to hammer him with these archers, and he's got to move even further to get into range here. In the meantime, he's creeping up his cavalry to support this unit of crossbows. And on that side, the King of Hungary is moving up as well. And the crossbows now will get their first volleys, firing away. There they go. As this archer unit takes a cheeky shot at the cavalry, but no deaths on the cavalry side. So the bows are going to be pulled back behind my hobby spearmen. The bows are moving back, guys. And here we are firing away. Bows are still firing away, but now they have a spear, heavy poppy spears here, which are in testudo to deal with. They are behind heavy poppy spears as well. And as we see, my poppy spears are in testudo as well. So we are doing good here, guys. Overall kills 4-0 for me. That's still very little numbers. But, you know, it's better than nothing. He has the superior missile unit, so to be up 4 kills to 0, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. The archers are raining down on his missiles here, on his poppy spears here, guys. But they can absorb archer fire all day, these guys, especially in testudo. And there they go into testudo. Full health, 120 men out of 120. So now we're not looking at them, we're trying to target the swords behind them. Although the swords are also heavily armored and have shields. One of the swordsmen though did get picked off, there he is. They've gone into their own little spear, shield wall, but they did lose a man there. Cavalry are zipping around here, and so I do adjust my own. In wedge formation here, guys. Trying to aim right at his there. King of Poland on this side. And some Polish knights here getting into formation as well. The bows, the Polish bows continue to fire away. They've been firing almost the whole game. They're probably 40% through their ammo already. Trying to target the swords here, but have been unable to score a second kill on this unit. Although somewhere on the map we got a kill because it's now 5-0 in terms of the kills. firing away. He doesn't want to get his crossbows too close to my Polish knights. He doesn't want to move them up here. So he's kind of being wary with those units for now. Again, 5-0 sounds like a big deficit, but it's not. It is definitely not in a game like this. You go up by 100 men and that might make a difference. 5 is very little. But the missile war continues. And these Polish archers here, now down to below half ammo, firing away. And is it bad that he has all his ammo almost, or 99% of his ammo, and I have like 45%? I'm going to say no, because I don't plan on letting this battle last too long. The more missiles I use, the happier I am, essentially. Although, true, you want to kind of target the juicier units if you can. Some of them are moving up. Hey, let's see if I can get some shots in on the pole arms. Oh, we have actually managed to kill a few units here, and as they break shield wall and run, a couple more get picked off. As he moves up his Pavi's crossbows, I try to take the center of the field and move up my men. And I'm moving up my swords as well. And he is now in wedge formation to match me on this side. La Stella. The swords are moving up. And here's a move by Wolf. This looks like a charge, and this looks like a charge. So I go to counter him, but he's pulling this unit back. It looks like he's pulling back. So now, I don't know what to do. I got spears coming. I'm going to try to pull back. That one's moving, this one's moving, but he's going to get the charge off. And a nice charge by him. I keep trying to run, and I will counter charge here. Wolf, though, counters my counter. Can I counter him? I'm trying to whip around with this unit, which got free. The king is now racing back to this side. The Polearms are racing in. And the Great Banner of Krakow here circling around and going for a desperate charge against the Hungarian cavalry. Here we go. Huge charge, guys, by the Great Banner of Krakow. And his 2 knight units are surrounded by my cavalry and polearms, and his spears are just a second late getting in there. I do pull this cap unit out. Great Banner of Krakow pulling out the way it came in, the same way it went in, and really damaging this knight unit here. And here we go, guys. The king, it looks like he's going to charge. A huge charge by the Hungarian king. And this knight unit of Polish knights charging the Hungarian cavalry.
Attacking our general.
Oops. The general. Here we go. The Polish king countercharges the Hungarian cavalry. Oh! And men on both sides going down, but the Polish king and the King's Guard got the better of that. On this side as well, the Polish knights 50-50 against Hungarian cavalry, but the Polish infantry is helping out now and turning the table. It looks like the Polish king is going to come through here. The polearms are fighting for all they're worth. On this side, though, the Hungarian king has done a lot of damage, and he is going for another charge here against the Polish infantry. There we go, big charges here, guys. Lots of Polish infantry going down.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Oh, the Hungarian king is going ham, guys. And a charge into the spears, killing more. But on this side, the Polish cavalry trying to make moves. This unit, will they? Yes, last second they do a little charge, but that was not a good one at all. So we're going to try to pull them out. The Polish king has broken this area of polearms.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
A big charge here into Pavi's crossbows. Oh. Killed a bunch there with that charge. Polish cavalry maneuvering here. The Polish king also moving out. Hungarian king causing havoc in the center of the field. Not really much space here for me to move. And it looks like the Polish knights will try to take on the Hungarian king. There they go. No, he's pulling out, so I'm going to pull out. The wolf dancing left and right. And he's going to move this way, charge these Polish knights. So the Great Banner is going to countercharge at the last second. They will hit him. Both sides hit each other, and the Polish king is going to charge the pole arms. Oh, some epic charges here, guys. You don't want to be stuck in battle against pole arms for too long. The Hungarian king here with swordsmen helping him out. Let's watch the cinematic view, guys. The king of Hungary takes on Polish knights. The Hungarian king getting some help from Hungarian infantry here. Arrows from both sides flying overhead, guys. The Polish king is pulled out. 38 men of the King's Guard left out of 60.
From the enemy.
The Hungarian king will win this engagement. He's got a lot of swords with him. Oh, guys, this is coming down to the very last man. And the Hungarian cavalry here broken against what was left of them, broken against the pole arms. They were more or less broken by the Polish cavalry, which has very little men left. A wounded King's Guard and a very low on health Polish knight unit. Hungarian king himself is pulled out after defeating a Polish knight unit with the help of his swords. His swords are in hand to hand. And he's got 20 men left and the king himself. I think we see the king here. There he is commanding. And the Hungarians here looking like they are losing a good number of men. But here he goes. The king of Hungary, we see him here. Oh, he just ran a guy down. And his King's Guard. And he strikes another man down. And a third, he stabs him. Whoa! Killing spree by the Hungarian king here, guys. Wolf's general. But he is all alone. There he is. Oh, he got another kill.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful
and a
display.
fifth or sixth now. But it looks like he's broken. Yeah, there he goes. He's off the field. Wow. 369 kills for the King of Hungary, but he's off the field and he is running. The Polish shock infantry trying to charge in against the Hungarian swords. Here we go. And they got caught in by some spears, and the Hungarian swords will countercharge.
Men run from the enemy.
And both sides battling away. And now the King of Poland circling here on this side with one last group of Polish knights with him. As Polish archers who have no ammo left at all are being thrown into melee. These Polish knights are maneuvering this way. The Polish king is maneuvering this way.
The men are
Trying to get an actual charge.
Fight, damn you!
And here he goes, the King of Poland into the hail of arrows. Epic charge. And the Polish knights hammer on anvil. Crashing into Hungarian swordsmen. Armored swords being taken, hammer on anvil in the rear. Just as they broke the Polish swords, they were charged in the rear, guys. Let's enjoy cinematic view as the Polish knights finish off these Hungarian swords. And the Polish infantry reinforcing them. And they have broken.
Men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
And the rest of the army routs with the king off the field, too low morale, and Wolf's army routs, guys. Thank you for joining us for this tremendous first round, opening with a bang here at the 12-12-80 World Championships, guys. Hats off to my opponent, Wolf. He played a great game, very high skill level opponent. He enters the 3rd place bracket. Some more epic games coming here, guys, from the 12-12-80 World Championships 2023.